Hello friends, welcome into the Adam Groom Show, also known as Groomer's Take. Okay, it's Sunday morning. Right now it's sunny, but I don't think it's going to hang around. Let's get updated with what the heck's going on in the NHL Playoffs. Round 1 is done, over. Let's go through what I thought was going to happen, what actually happened. I had Boston beating Florida 4-1. Florida obviously wins at 4-3. The Kings I had in 7, wrong. Edmonton 4-2. Dallas, I absolutely nailed it, 4-2 Dallas. I thought the Islanders were going to squeak out against Carolina because of Svechnikov patches being out. I thought the Islanders were going to play a really boring defensive game, and they tried to, but no, they lost 4-2. I had the Devils winning 4-2. They won at 4-3, going down 2-0 early in the series. They battle their way back. Rangers have a lot of question marks heading into next season. Colorado, Seattle, I had zero respect for Seattle, and I apologize. I had Colorado winning 4-0. Of course, Seattle hangs on and takes down Colorado, winning in 7. And then Toronto, Tampa, nailed that one 4-2. Wasn't the prettiest, but that's what you need in the playoffs sometimes. And then Winnipeg, Vegas, I had Vegas 4-2. They actually win at 4-1. Winnipeg might be in some hurt for a couple years down the road here. Cheers. So here we are, Sunday morning. Let's start off with what we saw last night. We have Game 2 of Edmonton and Vegas. In Vegas, yeah, we're a couple games in now, but I have this series going 7, and I have Edmonton winning. My question mark on the Vegas side is the goalie. What goalie are we going to get right now? We got Laurent Brossoit. They got Quick. I don't even know if Quick's healthy, like what's going on there. And then they have Thompson, so I guess is also still hurt. In the long run, I just think that Edmonton gets through this series based on their firepower and the goalie for Vegas. I do like Vegas a lot up from line 1 to 4 and on their blue line. But again, matching firepower is tough. I think Vegas maybe has a pretty well-oiled, better machine as a team. But the X factor here is the goalie. And last night's big win for Edmonton, I think, is large. And the reason is because Skinner had, kind of a rough game in Game 1. And we don't want to get into a scenario here where Campbell ends up coming back in, or in some way if Skinner has a bad game. Because if Skinner had a bad game yesterday and you saw Campbell halfway through the game, and then you have all these question marks, right? So that was a big answer by Edmonton, a big answer by Skinner. And Edmonton looked really good. And I'm just going to foresee a couple years down the road here. This is, I'll just say it now, I have Edmonton going to the final, representing the West. And this isn't just a right now kind of thing. I think Edmonton's going to be very good for multiple years to come. I like what they have on the blue line. I like what they have in depth. And of course, they have 2 of the best players in the game right now in Draisaitl and McDavid. It's very, very good. Let's move on to Seattle and Dallas. Kind of a quiet series so far because I think we've had 2 games now. I think everybody's played 2. I think Dallas is going to win this thing 4-1. I think they're going to win the rest of the games here. They're going to win three in a row, ultimately 4 in a row, win the series 4-1. Seattle's good. They're good. They have hard-working guys on that team. They gutted it out against Colorado. I just think Dallas is a little bit too good, both offensively, defensively, and in the crease with Ottinger. They're really, really good. Again, I don't want to fall into this thing where I'm disrespecting Seattle. I definitely respect them and everything that they've done so far this year, but ultimately I just think Dallas is a little bit too good. But Seattle, second year in the league now, third year in the league, looking really good. And they should be good for a couple years to come here. They're going to be fighting, but Dallas in 5. Then we go to, let's look at New Jersey, Carolina. So I'm not really sure what to think of this series after 2 games. I know Carolina looks like they won them both pretty handily. I didn't watch too much of Game 2 or any highlights at all. What I worry with New Jersey is just how much steam, how much fuel did they use in that first series. The Rangers, they got a lot of question marks moving forward. I don't really know what they were. Perhaps they were just absolutely beaten down by a hardworking, youthful New Jersey team. Again, with Carolina missing some of their top 2 players in Patches and Svechnikov right now, they're still really, really good from top to bottom. And is Freddie Anderson going to be able to carry it? I think he will. I think I'm gonna give the Devils 2 games here though, even though they're already down 2-0. I think this series might go 6, but Carolina wins it in 6. I just like the way they play team defense. They're kind of relentless. New Jersey's kind of the same kind of look for me. So I mean, New Jersey's they're gonna remind me of Carolina for a couple of years to come here. But it's good hockey. I like it. And Carolina, they're gonna get it done. So now we move on, of course, to Toronto. Here we are, Sunday morning. Leaf fans all like, I wonder what the vibes are up and down. My feeling with the Leafs right now is I'm not terrified. If it was 2-0 down to Tampa Bay, like we might have seen, because after game 1 against Tampa, everyone was saying, if Toronto goes down 2-0, there's no chance they're winning this series. Again, don't want to say I'm disrespecting Florida, but the way these first 2 games went, I'm not as scared being down 2-0 to Florida as I would have been against Tampa. I feel like in game 2, at least, Toronto, for 85% of that hockey game, was the way better team. You look at it, 2 shifts, 47 seconds to start the second period. People weren't even done going to the bathroom and getting their beers and their popcorns and their snacks to sit back in their seat, and boom, the game is, for goal matters, is over. Leafs lose. But really, it's just 2 blunders. So what I'm looking at now is the best players on each team, the best players on Toronto, need to be the best players on the goddamn ice. You need to go out there and you need to make a play. You need to score. The 2 goals were from 2 of the best players on the team, with Matthews and Marner, with whatever the hell was going on there, and then the Nylander giveaway. Nylander, I can't get into the ups and downs of what this guy is, because ultimately, a lot of the time, he's dynamite. He's dialed in. But when he makes those errors, it's like he doesn't even want to be there. It's like he doesn't want to play. It's not like he's not even going through the motion. He's going below what the motions are. And it's really weird and it's tough to see. But it's no worry. I mean, if Toronto goes down 3-0, then I'll start worrying. We can either start the work week tomorrow on a bit of a momentum swing here, Leafs being down 2-1, or it's 3-0 and okay, treat it like a game 7 the rest of the way. But the Leafs have been the better team, and right now I think they're just getting Bobrovski'd. They talk about Samsonov with that last game with Barkov. Barkov shot, that puck can't go in. I agree, it can't, but Samsonov's playing dynamite. And if you don't have him right now, it could be a lot worse. He's playing really well. But chill out. I'm chilling. Am I chilling? Yeah, I'm chilling. I feel fine. I think the Leafs are the better team. I think they can get this thing done. Starts with a win tonight. Give me Leafs 4-2 tonight. But they gotta get to Bobrovsky early. They did last game, and I thought, okay, this is great. And then you have that shift. I didn't want to talk about it, but people have asked me just in regular conversation on the golf course yesterday, the whole Matty Nyes thing, and then the bunting thing with Bennett. So Bennett got the fine for the cross-check to bunting, and I don't think there was anything else from the Matty Nyes thing. The Matty Nyes thing sucks because we didn't know whether or not he was going to be able to fit into this team coming into the playoffs, and ultimately he has. I'm saying ultimately a lot, but Matty Nyes is good. He's a fast, strong player with good skill. And now all of a sudden with him out of the lineup, you're thinking, is this team good enough? Well, yeah, let's not think about that. It's a shame. He's a young kid, and now he's going through this concussion stuff. The whole thing there with Bennett is the after the initial hit. It's the slam to the ice. You can't tell me that's not worth a game. And even with the bunting thing and the cross-check, it's a fine. Do you think they give a damn about a fine right now? This is the playoffs fighting for a Stanley Cup. That fine could have been $50,000 and they wouldn't have cared. Matty Nyes is out 2 games and Bennett's out a couple grand. Who gives a damn? They're going for a cup. That's a trade-off they're going to give any day of the week. So I'm a little bit confused there. Both of it's a little bit too aggressive, but hey, the Leafs could do it right back. And I want to see that tonight. I want to see them with their head down, get mad dog, and just, let's go. Get it done. I don't like it. Nyes being out sucks. Leafs best players have to be the best players. Matthew Tkachuk right now is an absolute weapon. You slow him down, They did slow them down. The Leafs were the better team for 85% of the game. That's what I'm taking away from it. And now the Leafs' best players have to be the best players. Do they go 11 forward, 7D? Because I think guys like Brody has not looked good at all. Giordano has looked, he's looked old because he is old. So you might need to give him a bit more help back there. I don't know if it's listed right now or if the news has come out, but I would go 11-7 tonight. Get the Matthews and Marner playing 23 minutes a game, but stop making those dummy boy mistakes, uncalled for. Don't need it. And let's go out there and get a W. At the same time, people are saying, how are we losing to the Florida Panthers? Well, they're still a good team. Some teams are just, I don't want to say every sport is just get to the playoff, build your team around a playoff, but like Sam Bennett is a playoff guy. He can be invisible during the regular season, but when you get to the dance and you're in, any team can be built to win playoff series. And I think that's what we're looking at with Florida. It's decent, but the Leafs are better, so go get it done. They're better. Grimmer's Take, Adam Groom Show. Enjoy your day. Hopefully the sun stays out. We'll talk to you later.